Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take you on a journey through time to the ancient tale of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was a king in the Mesopotamian era who had been shattered by the death of his closest friend, Enkidu. Because of this, Gilgamesh became obsessed with the idea of living forever. His quest led him to the distant Utnapishtim, a man who had been blessed with eternal life. Utnapishtim revealed to Gilgamesh the location of a miraculous plant that had the power to restore youth and was located at the depths of the seas. Against all odds, overcoming amazing adversities, Gilgamesh retrieved the plant. Yet instead of consuming it immediately, he chose to test its effects on an old man back in his kingdom. But fate intervened. In a moment of vulnerability, a cunning serpent came and snatched the plant away. Gilgamesh was left with nothing but the stark reality of his mortality. Humanity has been absolutely infatuated with the idea of living forever since, well, forever. From ancient legends like the tale of Gilgamesh to modern pop culture, this idea of eternal youth always somehow finds a way to make an appearance. Now let's pause for a moment. I want you all to answer the question, what is aging? Some of you may think, well, aging is when you get older, or aging is when your body physically matures. That's what I thought up until I started writing this script. But to put it simply, aging is a process that happens because over time, there's an accumulation of a wide variety of molecular and cellular damage within our bodies. This accumulation leads to a steady decline in both our physical and mental capacities and increase the likelihood of illness. And as we age, our bodies are less capable of regenerating tissue, responding to stress, and maintaining the delicate balance required for optimal health, and ultimately results in death. But these changes are not inevitable. As in, we can stop ourselves from growing older. That's right, we can prevent aging. CRISPR-Cas9 is a groundbreaking tool used for editing genes. Think of it like a molecular pair of scissors with a high-precision GPS system. It allows scientists to cut out, add, and change specific parts of a DNA sequence in an organism's genome. There's a theory that if we could use CRISPR-Cas9 to correct or remove the DNA damage that accumulates in our cells as we age, we might be able to slow down or even reverse the effects of the aging process. However, this is a very complex area of research, and there's still a lot we don't know. But there are other revolutionary technologies that are a lot more portable, personal, and accessible, like wearable biosensors. Essentially, they're like small, portable devices that you can wear on your body. I'm sure most of us have one of these on our wrists right now. They're designed to monitor different aspects of your health by measuring things such as your heart rate, temperature, blood pressure, and even the chemical composition of your sweat. These devices don't prevent aging in the way you might think, like stopping time or repairing cells. Instead, they help in keeping track of your health so you can catch potential problems early on and consult a medical professional before things get worse. These innovations reveal a future where interventions may not just add years to life, but life to those years, transforming the way we approach human aging. All right, so we've discussed that yes, we can actually prevent aging and stay younger. But what will that really do to us? How will we really be affected by interfering with our natural life cycle and bending the laws of nature put in place since the beginning of our existence? Well, as obtainable and heavenly these advancements in aging sound, good things never come without some type of repercussion. Any medical procedure, including those aimed at looking younger, like plastic surgery, always carry inherent risks such as infection, complications from anesthesia, and other adverse reactions. Even non-surgical interventions can lead to health complications, such as side effects from anti-aging drugs or supplements. Not only that, but an obsession with one's appearance can cause immense psychological distress. It can lead to an unrealistic body image, with the risk of developing disorders related to appearance and aging. Furthermore, intervening in the natural aging process can also disrupt the body's balance. For example, altering hormone levels to appear younger could affect bodily functions and long-term health, leading us to question if this is all really worth it. However, the realization of the dire consequences of intervening with our biological lifespan is not a newfound concept. The book of Ecclesiastes, found in the Hebrew Bible and the Old Testament, is often focused on a figure known as the teacher, who contemplates the meaning of life. Ecclesiastes explores themes such as wisdom, work, pleasure, wealth, but ultimately concludes that they all prove to be ultimately unsatisfying in the quest for everlasting meaning. The teacher observes that time and fate are certain for everyone, regardless of their actions, desires, or fears, understanding that death is the great equalizer that awaits all living beings. It makes us realize that no matter how much we try to prolong our lives and delay the inevitable, an exit from this reality awaits us all. And because of that, because life is limited and finite, the only thing left for us to do is to make the most of it and find purpose in it. That is truly the beauty of life. It is man's nature to yearn for more life and through any means obtain it. With the recent advancements in medical technology, we grow closer and closer to achieving humanity's everlasting desire. But is it worth it? Gilgamesh echoes this idea of man's constant quest to achieve eternal life, but ultimately ends with the realization that our life is limited and we are all mortal. But this isn't a bad thing. It gives every single soul a chance to make the most of their lives and strive to make a positive impact and bring about thoughtful change in the world. If you want to take anything away from this talk, I highly, highly urge you to ponder on the idea of life's finitude and not think of it as a limitation, but as a driving force to achieve more than you ever would have thought possible with the limited time that we all have. Thank you.